Hi, everybody. It's Honest John again. When you buy a piece of property, one of the things that's in the deed is the borders of the property. This is a very important piece of real estate law, that the scope of the purchase has to be clearly defined. You have to know where your property begins and where it ends so you don't wind up building fences on other people's property. The laws that protect our freedom of speech also have definitions of where that freedom of speech ends. That's why we have libel and slander and fraud, so that you cannot infringe upon everybody else with your definition of freedom of speech. It is clearly defined for everybody. Without these formulations, without the definitions of the scope of a law, you have chaos and confusion in the judicial system and great potential for abuse. Take our three strikes laws. Here in California we have them, and I know other states do too. The laws were very badly written. There was no clear definition of their scope, and so you have people sitting in prison now with sentences of 25 years to life for petty crimes, stealing a couple of packs of cigarettes, stealing a box of cereal. Ridiculous things, because the laws were not clearly defined. And prosecutors, by the way, who abused those laws, violated their oath. As officers of the court, they're supposed to seek justice, not just victories. All of those prosecutors should be fired and disbarred and banned for life from practicing law. The Citizens United case, another example. No clear definition of its scope. And so now corporations and the richest Americans have unlimited potential to dominate our political system. A terrible decision, a terrible bad law. The judges who supported that, who voted for that, should be forced to resign from the Supreme Court, should be disbarred, and should never, ever in their lives be able to practice law again. Let them pick up garbage. And of course, it's the same thing with Stand Your Ground and our gun laws. All right? No definition of scope, no definition of where these rights begin and end. As a result, our gun laws now infringe upon the freedom of everybody else. Our gun laws now imperil everybody else's personal security and our national security. If Osama bin Laden were alive today, it would be possible for him to come to America and legally buy a gun. This makes no sense. This is stupid. But we have unscrupulous people who have put these laws into place because they don't care about the country. All they care about is their guns. We should form a commission, and they should examine, say, the past 20 years of laws that have been passed. And any law that fails the scope test, any law that does not clearly define its limitations, should be declared invalid. And there should be no new laws passed that don't clearly define where they begin, where they end. Thanks for listening.